The vision of GEO is to realize a future where decisions and actions for the benefit of humankind are informed by coordinated, comprehensive, and sustained Earth observation, information, and services. With this in mind, the GEO Global Water Sustainability Initiative, GeoGLOS, is working to provide relevant, actionable information about water that promotes the use of Earth observations while strengthening observational networks in local operational frameworks. We live in a world where 90% of natural disasters are water-related, and water scarcity affects 4 out of 10 people. The hydrologic cycle is complex, from the atmosphere to the land surface to river networks and floodplains. Understanding and simulating the cycle has been a challenge scientifically, complicated by the vast amount of computational and human resources it requires. The most relevant information for streamflow has always been in situ observations that capture flows both natural and altered from the impacts of man-made control structures. However, while in situ streamflow observations remain a gold standard, they are expensive to obtain and manage, subject to vandalism and rapid disrepair. Further, data are not widely shared because of technological, policy, and cultural barriers. In too many ways and places, our understanding of the hydrologic system is incomplete, and humanity suffers from a lack of information that leads to uninformed decisions. As experts, decision makers, and policy drivers, it is our responsibility to find better solutions. What if you could know the flow of every river in the world, forecasted days or weeks in advance, and accessed through a simple web map or retrieved as a service for local application? What if you could also access decades of historical climatological flow from the same simple web map? How would this change how your country understands and addresses its water challenges? The Group on Earth Observations is a unique global network that promotes collaboration to create innovative solutions. As an example, the GeoGLOS partnership has brought together experts from around the world to create a global streamflow forecast that is freely available, providing actionable information as a service to places where little or none exist, and filling gaps that can complement and strengthen national, regional, and local efforts. By leveraging advances in Earth observations, numerical weather prediction, supercomputing, hydrologic modeling, cloud services, big data visualization, and the collaboration of experts under GeoGLOS, this partnership has established a service that provides streamflow forecasts on every river in the world, one that naturally brings together the relevant disciplines necessary to create a holistic Earth systems approach to provide actionable water resources information to regional, national, and local decision makers. This system is capable of transforming the way we understand, analyze, and solve critical problems that require streamflow information. World-leading experts in meteorological predictions at the European Center for Medium-Range Weather Forecasts, together with the European Commission's Joint Research Center, have coupled the land-surface model with a routing component that produces hydrologic streamflow made freely available through the Global Flood Awareness System, GLOFASS, which is part of the Copernicus effort under GEO. This system provides awareness for both floods and droughts, as well as overall water balance. However, as with most global systems, the resolution is not sufficient to support local decision-making. Furthermore, it lacks services for data retrieval necessary for use in other applications. Through an effort led by BYU and Esri, which grew out of NOAA's effort to build a national water medal in 2015, a derivative application of the ECMWF Global Surface Runoff Forecast was developed to map and route the global runoff through a stream network to produce localized 15-day forecasts and 35-year simulated historical streamflow on every U.S. river. This national system demonstrated that globally generated forecasts could be useful at a local level, especially when it is coupled by web applications that provide new ways to visualize and download data on individual streams. The successful U.S. pilot motivated the NASA USAID Severe program to apply the streamflow forecast application in their Hindu Kush Himalaya hub, led by ICIMOD. Separate national forecasts were developed for Nepal, Bangladesh, and other countries in South Asia where the ability to create, operate, maintain, and disseminate good hydrologic information is resource limited. The Severe project further demonstrated that a global streamflow forecast service, developed from the collective GeoGLOS partnership expertise, could fill gaps and provide actionable information to national and local agencies charged with the responsibility of water supply and extreme weather water management, as illustrated by the following examples. In Nepal, Ram Gopal, Deputy Director for the Hydromet Service DHM, said, "We believe the ECMWF-based forecasts provide valuable information that appear to work very well. These forecasts are becoming an important supplement to other data and models used by DHM, with the real possibility of saving lives and properties." In Bangladesh, Saiful Hossain, Superintendent Engineer for the Processing and Flood Forecasting Center, said, "Because 92% of our watershed areas lie outside of Bangladesh, this ECMWF-based system, of which we already have experience and competence using, fills the critical need of forecasting transboundary flows with greater lead time." Recognizing the disruptive nature of these technologies to deliver streamflow information to countries that do not have anything like 15-day flow forecasts on any river, let alone every river, the World Bank issued a challenge to the GeoGlows community to expand the demonstrated services globally. This led to the expansion of service to forecast stream flows and create simulated historical discharges on all the rivers of the world, with additional targeted applications in Africa, the Caribbean, and the Americas. In the Dominican Republic, Israel Acosta, Director of Hydrology at INDRI, said, "The GeoGlows system increases our capacity to deal with hydrologic challenges, including flooding, reservoir operations, and water supply for irrigation. These tools are providing a benefit where otherwise we do not have the internal capacity." Accompanying the forecasts are tools to use in situ observations to determine accuracy, which develops confidence and appropriate use in management. In Colombia, Yolando González Hernández, IDEAM's director, said, "The 35-year historical simulation represents the hydroclimatic characteristics in a good way for many of our stations and gives us confidence that with the high-resolution representation of streams, it can be used to better understand the climate in vast areas of our country where we lack information." The Global Streamflow Services completely changes the paradigm for how streamflow information is created and disseminated. Traditionally, each water organization was required to have the expensive infrastructure and capacity to access large global data sets and develop their own models to forecast streamflow useful for decision makers. Using the GeoGlows Global Streamflow Services, they no longer have to have their own internal infrastructure for modeling, but instead can access the streamflow forecast through web services and use them according to their own prioritized needs. This freely provided streamflow information, which leverages the hydrometeorological computational expertise of the GeoGlows partnership, saves millions of dollars and allows national and local agencies to focus precious resources on developing solutions and applications specific to their local water resources management needs. In summary, the GeoGlows Global Streamflow pilot has demonstrated that it is possible to simulate historical streamflow and provide an operational 15-day forecast on every river in the world that is freely accessible on the web and reusable in custom applications. Included are a web mapping animation service to identify in space and time the threat of extreme flows. As you zoom in, the detail of the river system increases to the point where you can see the forecast on each river. As it proceeds in time, you can know when extreme events is predicted to arrive at a particular location. For any river, the forecast can be viewed for multiple days to see the advance of an event, or the simulated historical flows which put the forecast in context, with computed daily averages that provide a picture of the past even where no in situ data exists. Basanta Shrestha of ECMOD, who is helping to lead the Himalayan GIAs, commented, "Partnering with the GeoGlows Global Streamflow Initiative has been extremely useful to customize international knowledge for use in the regional and local level contexts. But this is just the beginning. So much more can be done as partnerships are developed in every country throughout the initiatives within GEO and within organizations around the world to achieve the full potential. We hope it will support further in situ data being made accessible in the public domain. We invite you to join our GeoGlows partnership and help us learn how it can better meet your needs while working with us to improve this global service in every corner of the earth."